Well, good afternoon, good evening, good morning to everybody out there. Jason here, Signature Esports, and a pleasure to have you here live and in charge for a little fun on this Saturday night racing action. It is that time of night where we get ready for the best truck series on Saturday nights, the Heart-to-Heart Racing Series. Countdown to Green, presented by Lunatic Designs, as drivers get out there, put a little extra on the lone qual. They're going to have an absolute blast to try to figure out what they need to do. The series presented by Tillery.com, and of course, Steak and Shake. All the fine folks at the Heart-to-Heart Racing family. Buchanan Resort on tap for tonight as well. If you need a brand new Chevy, Buick, or GMC, make sure you get out there and you search AlanTilleryAuto.com and check out the flavor of the week. Here is your race information for today's race, presented by CNL Carpets. It is going to look as such as we get things rolled on my end. 120 laps, 4 sets of tires total, 1 fast repair. Track temperature, balmy 78 degrees. 78 degrees on the air temperature, 45% humidity, clear skies with the 2-mile-an-hour wind. This is week number 4, Kansas Speedway. This is a 13-week season. The drivers are working on the 4th season. It is the best in racing, Heart-to-Heart Racing League. Thank you again to everybody being out there. If you haven't done so, reach up, hit that like button for me. It goes along with support what we do and what the stream is all about. 120 laps. I like the 120 laps. It's going to be good. It's going to be seen. I want to give a big special thank you to Budgie for being out there. Mr. Matt Nicholson giving us a subscription on YouTube. We are over the 1,700 mark. Thank you so much to everybody for that massive goal. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, please look down at that button. Consider it. It is a free way to support what we do. Our goal is 100,000 subscribers in the next before I'm done with all of this. 100,000 subscribers before I'm done with any of it. I'm telling you, it's going to be cool. Because I want to make sure that Little Miss gets her plaque, courtesy of me. That's the reason. It's the reason why I'm on YouTube. We make a little bit of money, but it's really not all that good. Thank you to the Countdown to Green from Lunatic Designs. Lunatic Designs is another creator out there that does a phenomenal job of putting graphics together. If I don't do it for you, I would send you to him, and we'll make sure that I need to start putting his link tree back up, because his link tree is supposed to automatically post, but it hasn't been, and I want to make sure I do so. So thank you to them. Thank you to Chop Chop Racing, Seattle Carpets, Mandarin Racing, Dark Horizon Fishing, and of course all of the fine folks out there to support what we do. We've got some driver cams tonight, beef jerky, and a little bit of driver cams. Here is Mr. Dudley as the drivers get ready to go to work and fare out for 120 laps here. It's going to be a good race. There is the Steak and Shake legend himself. That is BJ Lane III. It's going to be driving that fantastic truck. There's the fastest Canadian we know, Mr. Chris Roberge. He is ready to rock and roll, as well as the beef jerky and a little bit of driver cams roll. That's Ryan Went's point of view. He's dying to get back out there on this Kansas racetrack. That will be his point of view for today's race. There is the young man, the old giggity vehicle. We appreciate everything he does and all the things that he does, because it's just kind of cool to see it, right? We can always appreciate it. Always appreciate what he does. I want to thank the series, the field, just everything that is right there when it comes to racing, and it's kind of how things work, right? Let's see. Yeah. Kind of the way it goes, right? Drivers wished each other luck out there. We're going to make sure that we get ready to rock and roll. That guy right there, James Borden, I want to give him. I'm going to give him some love and support right now. He lost his father on the 14th, and my friend, we're all here for you, man. We're all here for you. Much love. There's the Mikeness, the Bud Likeness, the Bud Lightish Mikeness. Sitting there, he's going to be our 6th driver cam. Last but not least, the Dove Love, Brad Dove, and the old. Well, you know, that's Brad's common point of view right there. We like it. We appreciate him. Thank you to Dove for being out there, giving you some love out there. He's watching on stream as well. We'll go back to it though as we get ready for the starting grid presented by AlanTilleryAuto.com. I want to thank all the drivers and everybody for being out there. It is going to look as such. Here it is, Kansas. That's the race information, not the starting grid. Ryan Wendt is going to be your pole sitter here tonight. As Dudley's going to be your outside pole sitter. Roberge, Bobby Joe is going to be there in row number 2. Roberge actually is going to get the UOL here. We're going to make sure that that happens to him as it would be. And you'll see the race control. Anything that I do on race control comes up on the screen as well, because I'm RCing tonight as well. So that anything that happens there, if we have to clear a penalty, if we have to clear anything, it's my way of keeping track. And it's a way for you folks to see what's going on behind the scenes. Brad Dove, Michael Butler's going to make it row number 3. Benny Jones, Bud Light, Mike, R.B. Turner, Jeremy Daniel, all the way through row number 5. Steve Harrison, Dan Cullison are going to make up row number 6. Row 7 is going to be B.J. Lane III, Daniel Lyle, William Martin. There it is. William Martin, Greg Langford there in row number 8. That's when Jess comes into chat. She at least knows it. Ryan Perotti and James Borden's going to make the final 18 drivers here tonight. Ryan Wendt, again, your pole sitter here in the Eat More Chicken 40. That ain't bad timing. It's never bad timing there, honey. You can play that thing whenever you want. All right, they're ready to go. I'm ready to go. You're ready to go. It's my favorite track. It's gone. They're green. Hot dog. Community. Everything important. Went into the corner. Brad Dove to the bottom side. Dudley might try to shoot the middle here. We'll see how this works out. As the outside lane is going to be strong later on in the run on older tires, but early on the inside is going to be very, very, very fast. We'll see how it works. Dove to the lead. Let's go for the Budgie Bird. Turn 2 busy, driver side by side, couple of different lead changes. Here's Ryan Wendt to the back bumper of Robert Dudley. And I think Ryan just said, I'm going to run the high side here as Dove drops back to 5th. Inside lane will prevail for a moment. Bobby Joe is rolling, though, as Benny Jones to the 20 just ahead. 8 of Butler to the inside. Dudley, fastest lap of the race at 31:22. As you'll see the outside lane carry momentum on the long run. You're going to try to make the pass on a little bit older tire. That's the way it's going to work. These drivers do not have any kind of stage. They don't have any kind of race to worry about other than the one they have right now as they try to do it. Roberge, last week's winner, had to go to the tail end of the field, and that's exactly where he is restarting from. And he's already going to be up 5 spots as they would work. He did qualify 4th, but he's going to have to make it work. Bobby Joe in the 0-2 working. Mr. Church, no Scott tonight. Go Bobby Joe. No Scott tonight. I didn't see him out there. Scott might have. Scott might be. I don't know what's going on with Scott tonight. I was just thinking it. I was like, we have no calves. It is the way it is. What's up, Church? Mr. Churchy out there tonight. Hope you're having a good night, sir. Thank you to Troy Rice with the big old like on our stream on Facebook. Much love to you, sir. Bobby Joe to the inside of the 40. 40 keeping it clean. We like it. The old Budgie Bird out there. Budgie, thank you for... I wanted to... Budgie has an IR streamer that followed us on Twitch earlier. There it is. There's the alert one more time. Maka Waka, which is a fun word to say, promotes mental health and strategies to combat any kind of basically it's an IRL therapy stream, which is absolutely fantastic. Budgie she sent me the details earlier. Let me reread that again so I'm saying it correctly. Mental health, and does very early morning walks in Champaign, Illinois. Sometimes travels someplace else and walks and talks to chat. Maka Waka. I like it. I like it. 20 trying to clear the 49 here. Benny Jones on the back straightaway, side by side. 49 work at the outside lane. Ryan has committed to the outside lane so far. Has been doing pretty darn good in that KFC truck. So If you have not checked in on Makawaka, then that's somebody you should get out there and check on. From Champaign, Illinois, that's pretty cool because I grew up in Effingham, so that person might know who I am. As Ryan settles in here, Dove trying to clear the 40, slides up, going to be fine. 12 of Dan Cullison to the bottom side. But Ryan, your pole sitter, is dropped back a few spots here. The biggest thing here is not pushing for the aggression. 20 to the outside of the 49. Saving tires here is a big deal, and we're only lap 9. These trucks are going to fall off hard. Right now, the fall off only about 0.3 of a second as Bobby Joe holds on to the back bumper of the 20 to the 49 here. But again, that line that I was talking about, being able to protect the inside lane and run the outside lane later on, that's going to matter. This truck just matters. How about RB Turner out there? 2184 I-rated driver. A little heart-to-heart love. We appreciate RB and what he has going on. We got an emote for RB as well because he's just been supporting us. The 95 and another series is in there. Hold on to your butts. Emote, which you absolutely love. Appreciate it. What's up, Jess from Churchy? Appreciate you. Flying right on the pole. Nice job from Big Art out there. Giving some love to Ryan. Thank you, Troy, for being out there. Thank you to RB as well. There they are. Little like it. Budgie, you need to announce that you're here as well, dear. We want to make sure everybody knows that you're here. You got to give your patented exclamation point. Patent pending. Patent pending. Bobby Joe to the inside of the 20. There it is. So the budgie says budgie. We've come to realize that as we have listened to that time and time again. 0-2 battling for the lead here is Dudley. It's a full send kind of momentum. Inside lane try to prevail as the drivers go side by side. Dudley. We'll see Lane lead that lead. So Bobby Joe leads a lap here. Goes all the way down to the bottom side. Oh, they get into each other a little bit. Getting up into the corner. They're fine. 0-2 clears. 49 drops back. 49 will have a little bit of a run here. Brad Dove up into that higher lane. 51 coming to pit road. He's going to be leaving pit road. Tires and fuel early for that driver. He is going to be a lap down. It's going to be 2 laps down as they come around here. Bobby Joe a 10th. 13 of 120. Auberge all the way up to 8th already. Going to be looking at Ryan Went just ahead. Ryan has not turned down on the bottom side of the racetrack yet. And we'll see if he is going to be able to, if he's saving enough here with 15 laps on the tires to be able to try to cruise into the corner, because these drivers are going to level out and come back to him. And Ryan running just as fast as Bobby Joe ahead of him. Bobby Joe utilizing a little bit more of the bottom of the racetrack. Ryan up on the high side gets back to the outside of Dan Cullison. This is what I was talking about. These tires, you can, for about 10 or 15 laps, you can run the bottom side of the racetrack, and Ryan gets back into the throttle. We'll see Dan to the bottom and a big head of steam for the 40 here. This is the lap where everybody's tires, if they've been traveling anything but a straight line around this racetrack, are going to start feeling like they're dragging them back. Right now, Ryan Went, fastest driver on the racetrack this time by. Daniel Lyle off the racing surface. Going to be fine. Everybody's good. Come on, Dan, get back up to it. Thank you, Budgie. Thank you, all fine folks out there on Twitch. Thank you to everybody watching across the board. Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. We're live on all 3 platforms, multi-streaming across your life. If you want to check out any of our streams, I encourage you to do so. Follow us or subscribe or follow us again. So it's following everywhere, right? The more followers we get, the more impact we can make for these leagues. and for that and the mental health of all the drivers. I'm a big proponent to try to make sure that the iRacing scene has some of the best of the business rolling. Bobby Joe, your race leader, he is not on the driver cams tonight. It is uniquely different, as it would be. If you're out there watching on YouTube, I encourage you to hit the settings icon and watch this stream in 1440p. It looks so much better than your traditional 1080. So if you have a chance, make sure you hit that. Definitely hit that settings cog. Select the highest stream quality that you can if you're on your mobile device, or you can go in and go into the advanced options and double check that you're watching 1440p at 60 frames per second. That's we stream on YouTube. If you're watching on Facebook, you're 1080p because, well, that's just what Facebook can do. If you're out there watching on Twitch, the moment I make partners, the moment we'll be able to watch on 1440. But for the time being, you guys are stuck with 1080 as well. So, but that's okay. 1080 is not too bad. We are going to start changing our marketing strategy as well. Excuse me. When it comes to our ads as well, I'm going to be disabling pre-ad. We're going to be disabling pre-roll ads for this upcoming week. I'm doing a test of the emergency streaming ad revenue thing because I don't want people to join the stream and immediately have to see an ad. So I'm gonna disable that. And we're gonna try to do better with that. Been taking some advice. 49 across the nose of the 40 was not clear of Ryan, and Dudley will go around as Ryan. Here's what happened. We'll go to the far chase one more time here. This will be at speed. So out of the corner, Ryan has a big run here. We'll go to Ryan Went's point of view. And right here, coming out of the corner, Ryan has a head of steam. That outside lane is where it needs to be. And then Dudley just across, just right, trying to slide up out of the corner. This is insane. Watch this line close up. Now, Dudley's just trying to protect the run from the 40, but that door's closed right there. That door's already closed, and Ryan is already there. So the 49 goes around, just wasn't clear enough. Unfortunate for all the drivers, but these things do happen. But we'll see how the drivers go to work. Man, oh man. The 1440 looks real good upscale to 4K. I can't do the upscale for 4K. If I'm multi-streaming, because I'm encoding 3 different times, I am not on a restream service. In order to get 1440p on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook, I have to be encoded separately. So I'm dual encoding and running an upload speed right now of between the two of just over 18,000 megabytes. I'm sorry, 18,000 kilobytes. So 18 meg upload right now. Got to leave some room for everything else. I would love to be able to do some 4K, but until if folks, basically it's going to cost some money. When we make the extra money and can do 4K, I would absolutely love to be able to do this in 4K. I just both of the systems just can't handle 4K right now. So, but one day we're dreaming largely. Okay, would love to be able to stream iRacing in 4K. I think that would be just the best. Just the best. It'd be cool. It'd be really cool. If you would like to see us stream in 4K, well, the best way to do that is to support your local streamer. You could donate, you could subscribe, you can do all kinds of stuff. You want to be a bigger help, though. One of the biggest things that I want to make sure that you do. Your GPU does it. It's in a prediction. Butler wins. I like it. which is fine, but are you doing it and encoding and sending the two streams? I can upscale to 4K. I have 1440p monitors. I can upscale to 4K any day of the week. I don't have a problem doing that. The issue that I have is being able to make sure that I can stream to all three platforms, so that way everybody can have it. That's the only thing that is going to keep it from happening. If I could have 4090s on all the PCs in the house, and be able to make sure that we are on a network that is never gonna falter, I'd be all for it, because then it's then you're getting into your CPU at the same time. So I've looked into it. I've looked into it for a lot, but being able to have 1440p is a big step for a lot of folks. So Brad Dove's going to be your race leader here as they come to pit road. Why am I clearing your flag? Did you come to pit road after everybody else? You were speeding. Yeah, sorry, James. That's not one I can clear. Really wish you were racing that. Dude, it'd be cool. Be cool. You on Twitch, you can't stream 4K while playing what? Yeah, no, we can't stream. If you're not a Twitch partner, 4K is not possible. Yeah, and that's the one thing that limits Twitch. I wish that Twitch I wish that Twitch would absolutely 110% allow us 1440p. At minimum, because then you just get that better game quality. It would be so much better to be able to do so. Bobby Joe goes green flag into the restart zone. Brad Dove, Ryan went on the bottom side. We'll see if Ryan does the same strat here. 25 of 120. A set of tires down for a lot of the drivers. Greg Langford saving a set here. Driver's going to fall back to him again. 10 to 15 lap run. I would definitely love to see changes in the Twitch era of quality, because I think if I had to say anything about Twitch, the one thing would be that Twitch has some of the best integration, but the one thing they don't have is they don't have 1440p for anybody other than a partner. And give me a reason to want to be a partner other than being able to stream 1440. Roberge to the inside, middle lane. Dove not clear. Roberge breaks out. Driver's rolling. Let's go to him. Robert Dudley on board. Here we go. Ooh, Dudley into the brakes hard. RB on the bottom. Dudley looks a little free there, but he's good. Big roll tide from Mr. Dudley. Even though I'm not an Alabama fan, we'll give him the roll tide. I'll give it to him. BJ Lane the third back here, saving a little bit too. Again, a higher lane can be very beneficial here. I've given my advice to countless folks on this racing surface. The biggest thing about this racing surface is being able to manage the high line and manage the truck for long periods of time, because usually this track runs very green. And what can be cool about it is being able to get yourself into the mix. Here's Roberge. He's looking to try to catch up to Bobby Joe, who is out front in second. Battles are everywhere for these drivers. Momentum, everything. Again, if you haven't done so, reach up, hit that like button for me. It goes a long way to support the stream. If you want to get out there and find the best possible way to help support us, well, I want you to support Jess. Sweetie, I sent you that because I sent you that link. If you want to get out there and you want to if you want to post that link in Twitch chat, you can, or on YouTube. For her 50-50 raffle, or if you want to be a part of her race that's coming up, I encourage you to do so. That's Ryan Went's point of view. Ryan, trying to stay out of the wall. That truck will get tight behind somebody. James Borden coming in. Fastest lap of the race. We'll see him roll. Doesn't have a flag now. He should be good. Borden in 16th. Rolling out. There's Bud Light Mike. Wall tap. Hold on to it. Bud Light Mike off 4. But still rolling again. Saving the strat. Saving is the strat for this. I say strat as in like I'm a cool guy, but you know what I mean. And then the Dove Man. Dove in 3rd, bottom side of the race line. There's the overhead view from the Dove Farms LLC. Driver Roberge to the lead as Bobby Joe goes to work. Butler just behind. Butler, opportunity knocking for that driver. We'll go back to your main screen where all the cool stuff happens, because each and every one of you are awesome, and we appreciate you very much. Roberge, Bobby Joe, side-by-side racing here for the 2. 98 to the outside, 02 to the inside. Thank you for the likes out there. Make sure you get them all the way to double digits, because that's the coolest thing in there. Hold on to your butts. Holy cow from there. Big shout out from the Bearded Racer. Much love to you. Thank you very much. We absolutely appreciate all of our fine folks and friends and everybody that's out there. Hopefully, we'll be able to see. So did the actual shout out work, Budgie? Or did it fail again? Butler is a Titans fan. Tighten up. I mean, no, I'm a Rams fan. I can't be. Hey, we can remember the Titans. My Rams are doing terrible this year. Terrible. Actually, I didn't even watch the game today, so they might have won. Let's see. Oh, they play tomorrow. It's Monday Night Football tomorrow. They didn't play today. They play tomorrow. Or today's Saturday. Sorry, tomorrow. Man, I'm just a day off. The race is going. Larson leading 337 of 500 over Denny Hamlin, Chase Elliott, Ryan Blaney, Alex Bowman. It's your top 5 of the NASCAR race right now. If you're keeping track, Roberge rolling. Ryan Wendt saving into the corner, keeping the truck rolling. Benny Jones rolling as well. Dan Cullison just ahead. Oh, Dudley going around again. Caution comes out for the 2nd time. And Dudley wrapped up here once again. That's Ryan. That's not who we wanted to be on. We wanted to be on Monsieur Dudley. He is backwards at that point. Dudley on the bottom side. Dan Cullison running the outside lane. Has a huge run right here. Little netcode helps that, but Dudley just trying to close that door down again. Lot to be said. That's twice in that same scenario out of 2. But Dudley is just almost not clear. Netcode kind of helped that one a little bit though. We'll say it was 50-50. Yeah. Man, oh man. Who do you think is going to win the NASCAR race? Did we do a prediction? Some drivers coming to pit road. Bobby Joe coming to pit road. I'm not necessarily somebody coming to pit road for anything other than fuel right now. They don't really run that many laps on there. They're only 15 laps on their tires. I'm probably not coming in for tires. probably not be the best idea for any of this. Pit road speed limit very, very slow at this racetrack. Yeah, just a little bit of fuel. Maybe a little bit of, if you get a little bit of damage, you take the damage. But, if you didn't take tires this last time, you're probably taking tires this time. Dudley will get the truck worked on just a little bit. I think he needed to use a faster pair. Larson all the way, Dan. I mean, he's fast right now. He is fast right now. No, it didn't work. Okay. So what I will do, Budgie, is I will create a command for I will create a command for the shout-outs to work properly. Bam. Okay. Anywhere. Okay, do me a favor. Try to do exclamation point spicy. Please and thank you. Full send and all that jazz, right? Okay, so that one still works. Perfect. Let's do this. We're going to make sure that we also shout out. Okay. All right. Excuse me. Let's do it. Let's go green. Full send. Butler, Benny Jones, Jeremy Daniel. I'll figure it out because it's supposed to be working for you. I'm sorry, it's not working. I'll figure it out. We'll get Stringer Bot working correctly. Larson all the way from there. They're both 0-2. Man, oh man. Are the Titans 0-2? Who are they playing this week? We're playing the 49ers. Titans. Let's look. Let's go to the NFL schedule and see what's going on. Tomorrow you're playing Green Bay. I don't know. The way Green Bay's been playing, you got a shot. Everybody's got a shot. Everybody got. Football needs to just pull their heads out of their. You know what I mean. 18 to sack it up 8 spots. It's going to be your biggest mover of the race currently right now. RB Turner up 5 as Dove drops back here. A little bit fresher tire from a couple of drivers. Dan Cullison's going to be one of those drivers. Bobby Joe coming around. A little bit of fuels. He came in on 37. Dan to the outside. Making it work. Roe Burns on the bottom side. Again, fuel just for that driver. Ryan Wendt is your pole sitter. We'll see Dudley coming around on the bottom side. Dudley will be tight near the wall. It's going to be pushed out. 40 back to the outside. Dudley fighting that corner exit with other drivers up there. And that's one of the things that we're seeing some of the drivers use is try to utilize all of that outside lane. Here comes Bud Light Mike on the bottom side. BJ Lane to third, a little bit newer tire. If he can manage the tire, the first 10 or so laps, we'll be able to try to make up some of the ground here and continue to push out. Dudley not clear again. Down into the 47. Sticking around what's happening with Dudley here. 40 into the wall. BJ's going to go around. Ryan Wendt giving up a lot of room there, giving up a lot of time to be able to save the truck from the drivers not clearing. Oh man, Butler to the front. Daniel's going to be in second. And we'll see Dan Cullison with newer tires Push to the field. 16 of RB Turner right behind. Ellison, your biggest mover of the race right now. Doing all right. Everybody's doing all right. In a racer. Big good. Drivers rolling. So far, so good. Check it back with Greg Langford here. 40. There's the 4 of Daniel Lyle right behind. Seeing everybody rolling. Langford down to the bottom side. That's CNL Carpets. That's the CNL Carpets driver right there. Giving all that love in the world. Dudley side by side with a 4. Ryan Wentz trying to move forward again. This race line all dependent on that outside lane. Ryan went back to, he's off 10 from the start of the race. Dan Colson took over the lead, is now starting to pull away from Butler. And Dan, with a little bit newer tires, is going to be able to stretch here. If he can stay on that outside lane and try to manage that race line, he'll be fine. Jeremy Daniel here as well, having a good race. RB Turner backing up the corner down to the bottom side. Watch him run with the Sim 500 Series this week. Has been fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Bid to race 13 is Mr. Culver. He wanted to be out there running. I wanted to see him out here running. We like Jerry. Jerry's good people. The Culver man. Well, hello, J.D. McHaley. How are you doing, sir? Our YouTube moderator for the massive super chats. I will tell you, a long time ago, somebody said, can I buy my way to be a moderator? And I always said no, but I don't know. JD's good people, so we'll just let JD speak for himself. He sent a whole bunch of super chats last week, and because of just the absolute kindness that he has, and he has this nickname that a lot of the drivers like Tom Gum and everybody over at would you guys change the name of it? I was going to say the old name of it, but I didn't. Over at ICW, the ICW gaming crew, they deemed him iRacing sweetheart. And I want to tell you, he's good people. He's good people. So thank you very much, sir. I appreciate you. Thank you for all the coolness that you have going on as well. I always thank you. Yeah. Yeah. Well, hello, Mr. McHaley. I hope you're having a good night, sir. RB, he's going to clear the 18 of Jeremy Daniel. James and Steve Harrison back here. They had a little passing session between each other. A couple seconds off the pace. They're just trying to get back up to the front of the field. 2 3/4 of a second lead here for Dan Colson as the older tire comes to work. I appreciate you, sir. Much love to you. Much love to the fam, too. How's the fam doing? How's your dad doing? How's old Mike doing? Tired watching Brad, Chris, and Ryan. Are you in there? Are you spotting for him? Is that what you're doing? I can give you somebody on my end. There you go. Give you somebody different? You need somebody different on my end? Thank you, sir. Here. Hold on. Here's spotter view. Daniel Lyle. Reverse to the outside. Love it. We appreciate it. All right. Drivers working. 20. Benny Jones, 98 in tow. Ryan went right behind. Ryan now trying to work on, again, that long run race pace. We were talking about how Ryan was trying to save the tire for a long haul. Benny Jones doing similar duty here as the 40 puts himself up on that Larson line. 20 of Benny Jones back to the outside. Dan Cullison, 4.4 second lead getting into the corner. As BJ Lane III Now moving forward with a little bit newer tire. Top 2 spot for the double lot as the Steak and Shake truck goes to work. Folks, this is a great series. I love this series. It's my favorite Saturday night series we've had in a while. And all within the best kind of responsibility that could ever be asked for. CNO Carpet, 757-536-5155 for the best laminate floor that you can get delivered. 12 up into that wall. It's going to lose some ground here. Push the truck hard. And now, I mean, he is losing a ton of speed to the 00 here. Half second lost this lap. He ran a 31.89, now a 32.67. The flirting with the wall can be some of the biggest issue that you see in the wall, but right now the 00 working the corner just fine. How about them apples? All the good things. All of the good things, my friends. Caution comes out here. And as it does, man, oh man. Man, oh man. We're going to see what happened here in just a second. I'm making edits right now. Back this out here. All right. Let's go see what happened. Bud Light Mike looking like he had an issue here. Let's take a look. Oh, he did have an issue. He was up in the air whenever I selected him. Oh, no. 18 down. Netcode. Man, oh, man. All right, here's your history in netcode, folks. So these two are internet boxes. They're little dots on a virtual racetrack held on a server, and there is an invisible boundary box around these trucks that are supposed to be right where the tires are. Now, if iRacing deems that these trucks are going to make contact, it will buffer that to be able to make sure that it lightens the load, which is inquisitive of netcode. Now, netcode, as it would be sometimes, is wrong. And in this situation, it's wrong. The drivers are going to carry the corner. The 18 was going to be fine. The 47 should have been fine. And you saw on the undercarriage just how bad the netcode was, because as it would be, let's go this way. You can see that, boom, netcode again. So Bud Light Mike's invisible boundary box went insane. So Mike is going to have to come to pit road. He did come to pit road. But Bud Light Mike gets upended here. We don't like to see that. I don't like to see that from anybody. All right. As it would be, we always got to make sure that we hit the sponsors of this series, and everything that happens. We'll be right back. And we're back at it. We're green. This one brought to you by Steak and Shake, famous for steak burgers. When's the last time you went to Steak and Shake, folks? BJ Lane III staying out here. Going to be the driver on the oldest tires. Everybody else is going to swallow them up. He's saving a set of tires because he knows just how fast they are. 40 to the back bumper. Now try to make it work on the inside. 40 outside. Ryan went. Caution comes back out here as that was quick. Roberge, Peroni having an issue. Oh, the 18 got free. Oh, man. 51, everybody. Man, oh, man. 18 just got up to speed. And that will happen here. I'm sorry. Here's Ryan. Ryan just had an issue. Jeremy Daniel, watch this one. We're going to go chase. We're going to be a little bit closer, and we're just going to watch how he drops into the corner. Watch as he again. He goes back into the corner here. Just gets freed up here, and then it gets snappy on him, and Roberge just nowhere to go when it checks up that way. Man. Well, back under caution, fourth caution of the race. This one can change for anything. BJ Lane to third, coming down pit road. James Borden coming in. Brad Dubb coming in. Greg Langford. William Martin, Roberge. I don't think Roberge needs tires. Roberge needs to check the damage. Oh, William Martin out there. We like William. We like the old two-truck, little interstate battery section happening there for that driver. We appreciate him and all the hard work he puts together. Here he is, the two-truck. Big rolling. We're going to post some links, folks. If you want to be a part of this, we're going to live draw this on October 11th. I want to post the links in chat. For what we're doing for Jess. If you don't know what's going on with Jess, October 11th, we're going to be hosting a race that is going to be, we're dubbing it the Ballistic 2, and Go Racing Diecast came on board and gave us a whole lot of extra. So currently we are we're looking for drivers for the Ballistic race, and we're also doing a 50-50 raffle. If you want to see the 50-50 raffle and what we've got going on with it, I'm going to post the link for everybody. Boom, there's one. Boom, there's two. And if you want to read about what we've got going on, big old holy cow from the Budget Bird. There's that one. So that is for the 50-50 raffle for Jess. We have 970 tickets of the 1,000 left. We just started a couple of days ago. And then if you want to see what everything that we're doing is about, you can also join our Discord, where you can get out there and make sure that you're reading about what we've got going on. And if you want to read about what we've got going on, there's one of the links right there for just that. Boom. And boom. There it is. Two links. It goes directly to our website, our Square site for our business for Signature Media. You can read about what's going on with Jess and what we're trying to do to support her. That is our next biggest charity function that we're doing, and it is directly impacting our personal lives because Jess is getting ready to have 4 bone grafts put in her jaw on October 18th. So we're going to host a race on October 11th. And it's going to be crazy. So anyway, that's going to help us support some medical costs for that. Butler's going to be a race leader. Brad Dubb back to pit road. Roberge back into pit road as well. Some drivers coming in, maybe taking some fuel. Bud Light Mike coming back to pit road as well. See, no black flags. See everybody looking pretty darn snazzy. Where is Scott? Thank you, everybody. I know that they popped up a bunch of times on the on all of that, but get a chance, go take a look. Buy a 50-50 raffle ticket. If you buy a 50-50 raffle ticket, it will go on the list of how many you purchased. You can buy as many as you want, and it's a virtual raffle ticket, but it'll everything will be held, and I keep track of it all in Discord. and we will put the names all in a big giant wheel. It's going to be the biggest wheel. It's going to be huge. Okay, it's going to be huge, a huge wheel, and that huge wheel is going to be spun however many times Jess says, and whoever does that was going to win half of that 50-50. Think of it as the church potluck that you would see, or or maybe a business potluck that you would see where they do a big 50-50 drawing. That's what we're doing. Drivers are ready. I'm ready. You're ready. Let's go do it. Pitter patter. Let's get at her. Green flag. Buchanan Resort. On board. Steak and shake. It's not what's for dinner. Not yet. RB Turner. Work it in. I wish I could have a burger. Just one with bread. 16 to clear the 40. 49 clears the 12. Dan Cullison again. You see the drivers who are just patient enough to take their time. They're still one pit stop away from the end of this race. But 50-50, if they save enough, 50-55 laps. Dudley to third here. Again, trying to be aggressive early here. If this thing runs green, it becomes a different challenge here. As Bud Light Mike coming down pit road, I didn't see a black flag from him. Could be at a bad situation there. We'll see what kind of black flag this is. We were clearing, passing under yellow, black flags. If they get a passing under yellow, that's one of the things that they can't control sometimes. But outside of that, everything else is good. Butler out front. Dudley's going to be in second. RB Turner's in third. Bobby Joe, fastest lap of the race, 30.96. Let's go, Bobby Joe. Big, oh, baby. Caution. Somebody. Was it Roberge? Oh, Roberge got pinched. There was Ryan below him, Ryan Peroni. Here's Ryan. Watch the corner end here. Oh, it just gets tight. Daniel Lau gets loose. Roberge is there. There's just a whole lot happening all at the same time there. Man, oh man. I'm gonna have to fix this far chase cam. This far chase cam with this pack that we use. Not a big fan of right here. Quarter speed. So Peroni's on the right, Roberge in the middle. The 4 brakes and just trying to stay out. And that is just a big accordion effect that should just have been nice, cool, calm, and collected. The 4 trying to check up for, I think that was wasn't for James. James was on the inside. Who was it? Looked like the 5-1 of Steve Harrison. I think Steve's fine, though. The Bud Light Mike should be your lucky dog here. As Roberge will come to pit road. Peroni, Daniel Lyle, all 3 of those drivers involved in that will come to pit road. Bud Light Mike was able to hold on to it. Steve Harrison will be fine, too. He's going to be coming in, taking care of some stuff, so we'll see how this is going to put out. Big stretch, big hydrate. Thank you very much, Big O. No, we're going to do so. We're going to leave you with a hydrate. We're going to throw on my favorite cool thing, which is, hey, yes, that's what I mean. And I'll be right back. No fast repair. No. Viper? No. How are you? Oh. Man. Steve. How much damage? How many minutos? I'll be right back. Get ready to go back to it. All right, I had to hydrate it. Actually, go talk to Jess for a second. All right, let's do it. We're going. We're green again. Butler, Benny Jones, Dudley, Turner. It's going to be your front two rows on this restart. Butler with a good restart here. Slides down, 73 of 120. They can make it. They can make it on fuel. Mr. Van Ness, much love to you. Thank you for the like out there as well. I appreciate you. Thank you to RB. Thank you to everybody for being out there. I do not understand why all of our Facebook notifications don't show up like they're supposed to. RB Turner back here, up 4. Just ahead, going to be Bobby Joe in that 4 spot, trying to move forward quickly here. Dan Cullison to the high side. Ryan Wendt needs a long run out of this one. Fuel only for the driver when he came to pit road. And that'll put these drivers right within range to be able to make it on fuel. Michael Butler came it on 58. Dudley came it on 58. Bobby Joe came it on 63. He's going to be very close. If he shut the engine off, was able to save, he should be able to be fine. BJ Lane III came in, took about 3 or 4 seconds of damage. He'll be fine on fuel as well. A lot of drivers hitting that one. So Steve Harrison, my man, that's no bueno, man. No bueno. I hate to see on pit road getting repairs. That's for darn sure. Thank you to you all for being out there watching live on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. You're all amazing. 8:49:20:02. Van Cullison up 7. RB Turner's going to be up 3. William Martin up 8. 5 spots gained for BJ Lane III. Now BJ here is a little bit of a cycle on this one. He came it on 62. He just ran his fastest lap of the race at 31:28. Drivers came in on 70. So when it came to the restart, drivers are good. Drivers should be good. 10 lap the difference on a lot of the drivers' tires. 13 and 14 laps on some of them, including their top 3 and drivers that are going to be in 5th and 6th spots here. Dan Cullison and RB Turner. The Rob Bobness driving all over. And how about William Martin? Let's go on board with him just a moment. Hold on to that steering wheel. '98 back to the outside. Roberge took the fast repair. Is going to be rolling forward. Again, checking on your drivers here is Dudley. Rolls right behind Butler here. And is going to be trying to shake up the inside lane. But again, these two drivers are going to have to think about fuel here. It's going to be very close on the end of this race. Dudley rolling right behind Michael Butler. Magic number. How about him? That's BJ Lane III in 9th. William Martin to the outside. Oh, double lot there in the cycle. Now within that distance to be able to run the outside lane. As we'll see all of these drivers go to work and put the energy in. How about Chris Roberge? The nicest Canadian you're ever going to meet. An Olympian in the Athens Games, representing Canada out there. He is fantastic. Fantastic. Featured on ESPN. Played softball. Awesome guy. One of the best. There is Ryan Wendt. He is off 11 from the start of the race, but he is saving here to be able to have the good run. Daniel Lyle just ahead at 47 seconds of damage repaired for the Ford truck. Again, came back around. Bud Light Mike was your lucky dog, so Bud Light made it work. There is James Borden up 3. He's been practicing. He's been getting better. He has a 1451 I rating. He's been getting better. He's been improving. We like James. James, full send. Go for it, sir. You fixed Bestie's sound issue. Did you take her over to the sound settings that I would normally take you to? That's my question. That was my first question I would have asked. Perfect. I'm glad to see him. There's Bud Light Mike. Bud Light actually is a lap down. I thought he had gotten the lucky dog that time by. But he did, apparently did not. Something happened to cause him to not be able to get that lucky dog. Ryan went to the outside of the 4. We'll get into turn 1 with a head of steam. Did the 25, drop it down to the bottom side. 4 corner exit. 40's going to be there. Here comes the 47. 4 free off bottom. You see him dip there just a little bit. That is Bud Light Mike. He is just riding and doing what Bud Light Mike does, and that is be the coolest cat in all of the land. There is Brad Dove down to the bottom. See the 40 way up there. As Dove will see the 40 of Ryan Wendt go around. Brad Dove in not in limp mode. Doing a great job. iRacing, your platform for sim racing, is the reason why we do what we do. I'm going to make Jess a computer tech yet. It's going to happen. That's one of the things I would say. That's just something that's going to happen. Big push for all these drivers. Michael Butler, Robert Dudley is going to be your top 2 right now. Benny Jones in corner, looking fine. Dan Cullison's going to be up at 8. He is moving forward as well. Bobby Joe, first driver, with as close to as much fuel as you're going to see to be able to try to make it, but still might be a little bit short. This thing kind of stretches itself out. You're going to see these drivers do exactly what they need to do. Ryan Wendt back here, getting around a few of these drivers. Trying to work his way forward. 6.5 seconds now as they have fallen off to save enough and try to do what they can. Dove right behind. So this pack right here looking fine. Roberge up into the mix with all these drivers. Caroming the corner just a little bit. Ryan closing in. Again, that 6.5 second lead now down to 6.3 as he carries the outside lane. You see, you pay attention. See? I thought so. She does pay attention, folks. She does love me. No. So, Church, those cams are going to be the way they are. That leaderboard is just going to be there. The driver cams are specific segments, and it's the way it's going to be. I was covering the bottom portion of in the old version. I was covering the bottom portion of that as well. I'm not changing it. I like the way it looks. I like the way it feels. We'll do something different with SDK to the point that I don't even want SDK on the driver cams. I want the focus to be the drivers. I don't want it to be the overlay. I changed it that way for a reason. All right. Thank you, though. I wouldn't have put all the drivers there if I didn't know it was going to cover that up. Everybody knows how meticulous and anal I am about, and forgive me for using that word. I'm very, very, very meticulous about the way things look and the way things are presented. SDK is not the focus there. The drivers are. Bobby Joe off 1. Not to sound defensive or anything like that. I'm not trying to sound defensive. Just trying to say there's a reason why it is the way it is. I like the way it looks. I wanted to narrow up the cameras, but because I actually wanted the cameras to be more narrow, to focus more on the drivers, because if you have seen my camera in my just chatting screen, actually I can show you folks. I think I can show you folks. Hold on. So in my just chatting screen, you guys see that I'm the focus. I want things to be that narrow And I don't want the overlays to look, to look as such. I'm actually off to the side because I focus more here than I do here and here. So that's what I was going for. But because drivers use sim rigs, I wanted to make sure that that we caught some of their sim rig as well. So their camera is actually a little bit more wider, which will in turn allow us to keep up with them on the steering wheel. So those are the way things that work. That's kind of how I wanted to do it. So everybody knows that's the style I'm going for. I like that feel. I like that camera. It's a good time. Dan Cullison getting around Benny Jones here up on the outside. I talked about Dan earlier, kind of how he was going to have to close down and do what he can. He is doing just that. Dan Cullison in third, working the outside lane. Robert Dudley's going to be in second. Butler's going to be right out front. Full second just ahead. Still is going to need to think about where pit road is going to be viable for him. The drivers who have saved enough fuel or came to pit road early on, like Ryan Wendt, came in on 70. Roberge came in on 70 as well. Roberge could just take his time and try to work around some of the drivers here. He's going to be right there to the back bumper of the O2. And the pace is backed off right now about 1.8 seconds. So that's the idea behind it, folks. But the drivers have a little bit wider camera because we want to make sure that we show hands and whoop, wrong one. Sorry, there it is. We want to make sure that they're more visible. You know what I mean? And it still shows the lap. It still shows all that stuff. If I really wanted to, though, I'd probably just do it this way. And, I wanted to do that, but I'm not going to do that. So we'll leave them just like that, so we can focus on the drivers. That's the idea. Sorry. All right, Churchy. I wouldn't try to be defensive there. Much love to you, brother. I always appreciate your opinion. I really do. Ryan Wendt trying to close down. This time by, we will be 25 laps to go when Butler crosses the start-finish line. And can he get to pit road? Can he get enough tires? Because new tires, actually fuel right now is kind of where everybody is. Roberge still has a set on the wall. The O2 on the bottom side. The drivers have managed out. This is I think right now Ryan Wendt is just trying to catch Chris Roberge, because those two would be the battle for the win here based on fuel strategy. Carpet's giving you 25 laps to go. Thank you to, of course, CNL for being the best in the area, and I mean the Outer Banks, North Carolina area. 757-536-5155. New homes and new construction. O2 coming to pit road. That's going to be the case. Bobby Joe trying to break into pit road there. Doesn't show that he got a black flag, but we'll see if that shows up. Michael Butler coming in here. .5. Dan Cullison getting around Dudley. Dudley dropping back. Roberge to pit road. What if Roberge was running too hard? We'll see. Ryan Wendt up to 5th. Drivers putting out their hands, trying to call the pit road. 40 to the outside, 16 there as well. RB Turner. We'll see William Martin in tow. I talked about whether or not they were going to be able to close in the distance. And right now, Ryan Wendt 32.67. 50 says he's coming into pit road, so Ryan's coming to pit road. So we'll see if everybody has enough. So the drivers who came in on lap 70 would have had to have only gone 50 laps. They can run 48 on a cycle here. And now the drivers utilizing green flag pit stops to try to do their best. BJ Lane on pit road. The third is Ryan going to come off of pit road. Bobby Joe leaving pit road, did have a penalty there. We're trying to come to pit road and not see and having that issue. So we'll see if this will benefit him. He's going to be 2 laps down. Daniel Lyle's going to be coming around here as well. He is 2 laps down. Bobby Joe should be able to catch him quick, fast, in a hurry. Daniel Lau came out on 89, so that actually might be a cycle. Roberge back to 12th here. Came out on 97. Took tires and fuel. Now he's going to be able to try to carry. How about it? Butler, Cullison, Dudley, Benny Jones to pit road. The green flag pit cycles have started. And everybody looking snazzy. Larson just won? Heck yeah! Let's go. The biggest question is, did Truex make it to the next round? 50 clears black flag. That's what you're seeing there. All of that situation. Titans, well, he's got to come to pit road. Butler has got to come to pit road. He last came to pit road on lap 58. Here's your pit strategy for this driver. 43 has been out there for 43 laps. He's got about 5 laps before he really needs to think about pit road. Maybe a little bit more because of the cautions that were in there. Dan Cullison, same concept. Ryan Wentz has been out there 31 laps on the cycle, but has 3 laps under that marker. So there are drivers that are out there that need to come to pit road. Some of the drivers that may not need to come to pit road. Well, this driver right here, Ryan Wentz, saved a lot of fuel. Brad Dove came and got an extra lap of fuel. Greg Langford, same concept. Fastest lap of the race just ran by Bobby Joe, a 30.81 of the trucks here. Truex didn't make it. Man, oh man. Hamlin made it. He had good stage points, right? I think Hamlin has just had a bad year, and that's unfortunate. Did the 99 make it? It was the other driver, Daniel Suarez. Oh, the 8 free off corner. Cullison catching him. Dan Cullison working. Truex didn't make it. Man, oh man. No bueno. I like being able to see Twitch and YouTube chat all in one place. I wish Facebook would be the same way. Thank you, Facebook, for being out there. Much love to you, folks. Thank you all for just being fantastic. Thank you for all the likes out there. If you have not done so, please make sure that you reach up, you hit that like button out there on YouTube. It goes a long way to support what we do. William Odom says, you got this, Butler. I like it. I like it. Ryan had another black flag. Butler coming around 1.3, 15 laps to go. He's going to run it until it runs out, or be as darn close. Brad Dove coming to pit road now. Butler coming to pit road. Ryan went behind the 4 of Daniel Lyle. Bud Light Mike give it on 66. He's going to have to think about it as well. Roberge, first of the takers. 31 and closing. Ryan went 32.99 his last lap. Roberge would need to run 2 seconds a lap faster than Ryan went to be able to catch him. Did Ryan save enough fuel? That's the big key. He came in on 70. 45 to 48 laps on the 1.5-mile tracks is what they have. And Ryan Went is your pole sitter, and he's back out front where he's at. I knew Hamlin was running top 5 for the longest time. He got good stage points. We'll check on it, folks. We're going to check on it. Hamlin finished 4th, so he should have carried over. 49 clears the 40. So Larson 1, Elliott 2nd, Bubba Wallace 3rd, Denny Hamlin 4th, Christopher Bell top 5. That's awesome. Way to go, Larson. He led the led the majority of the race. So it's a shame that that Truex is out. His final season is crazy. Butler, a lot of ground to make up. Roberge, 8 seconds back. So Butler has enough time here, depending on how. Well, I mean, he's got enough time to catch a couple of drivers. But is he going to have enough time to be able to catch Roberge? Roberge 26 seconds and trying to close in. Greg Langford again came out on 70. So Greg is trying the long haul strategy as well. So all but two drivers to pit road. Daniel Lau came out on 89. He's a long haul strategy as well. 3.2 back is Bobby Joe. These drivers try to work on it. There's your race leader. We'll make it 10 laps to go here. 467 at 500. Yep, I knew he was out front early, and fantastic job by him. Again, thank you, folks, to everybody out there watching on YouTube. I appreciate it very, very, very much, and thank you to everybody. We have enabled brand deals on YouTube as well, so there is possibly an opportunity for companies out there to be able to get with us. Dove coming back to pit road for a brand deal. So that being said, you're gonna see probably a lot. Oh man, you're probably gonna see that actually become a thing. So if you see a paid promotion up there on our stream, other than our regular series sponsors and things of that sort that help take care of us, there's a possibility that we might have some brand deals coming our way. And if it does, it's going to be cool. Hopefully they're product reviews of things that will help make sim life better for all the drivers. That's how I feel about it. We read the terms and conditions. Don't read terms and conditions, folks. Bobby Joe to the inside is going to get one of his laps back. 40 up on the outside lane. 8 laps to go. Dudley trying to close in to Roberge. His last lap, 0.3 of a second faster, but still needs 3 seconds to the top 3. Greg Langford holding on to second here, 14 spots gained. Dove got black flagged for speeding. That does look like. Ryan Wendt, second lane here. There's the 4 to the outside. 7 laps to go, and this is going to be about who has enough fuel. Roberge catching Langford. Ryan running a very, very cool race truck. I like his race truck, folks. I really do. It's cookies for kids, just so you know. We need to do a cookies for kids stream. Maybe that's our winter. Our winter charity that we do around the Christmas time, or we do Toys for Tots again. Whatever we can do with it. I don't know. I'll let Jess decide, or Budgie, or Discord. Either way. 40, the 2, and the 4. 5 laps to go. Roberge and Langford. Langford sitting right where he needs to be, having a good season. 14 spots gained, biggest move of the race right now. Roberge is catching him. 4-lap difference on tires between Dudley and Chris Roberge. Roberge trying to manage this one. It was Dudley. Did a great job. Langford just ahead of him. Into this race, coming down to the wire. Ryan Wendt will make it 4 laps to go. William Martin doing himself some justice. Brad Dove clearing his black flag here in 17th. Trying to leave pit road. Big Papa Bear. What do you say, man? Thank you very much. Hello to you, sir. How are you doing, my friend? I hope you're having a good night. That's a good-looking chicken truck. Yes, it is. It is good. Greg Langford holding on to what he has. Dudley not far off. Benny Jones closing in. Butler in 6th. I like Butler's truck, too, because I did that one. Thank you. I appreciate you. Alan, thank you very much for the like out there, sir. Alan Marr. Ryan Wendt. 2 laps to go. As Robert's catching up. Ryan had something just happen there. Had an off track. This is what happened. 4 down into the 40. Oh, man. This will come down to it. White flag waves. Final lap. Roberts 15.6. Langford trying to hold on to 3rd. Dudley 7/10 of a second. As Ryan comes around behind Dan Cullison. Can he make it on fuel? 40, bottom side. Can he clutch it out? 14 seconds, the gap. And I talked about fuel and being able to make it. Ryan Wendt wins and makes it on fuel here at Kansas. Robert second. We'll see if Dudley can get this one spot left. Can Langford leg this one out for 3rd? He does. Langford gets 3rd. Dudley finishes 4th. Benny Jones, top 5. Ryan Wendt to celebrate. The big Papa Bear. What's up, brother? Let's go, chap from Church out there. Put your driver out there. I tell you what, Butler could have gained. Butler comes in with Robert. He gets a lot more back there. Finishes inside the top 3. Robert finishes the 2nd. A chance. Burnout, ready to go. Race results. Look at Alan Tillery, auto.com. Kansas, done with. And one of the best races they've had. Flying Ryan, pole, and winning the race for Big Art. All of the spinning emotes for Budgie. We like it. We like it. It's a good one. Folks, if you're out there on Twitch, make sure you stick around. We want to make sure we raid out to another iRacing controller. Or we want to make sure that we raid out to another iRacer so that way we can give them the support and love of the community as well. So make sure that you stick around to the end. We want to make sure that we share in the good vibes. Wendt, Roberge, Langford, your top 3. Dudley finishes in 4th. Benny Jones in 5th. Butler finishes in 6th. RB Turner in 7th. William Martin, Dan Cullison, BJ Lane to 3rd. Going to be your top 10. Jeremy Daniel, Bobby Joe, Daniel Lyle, Bud Light Mike, James Borden, Peroni, Dove, Harrison. Old Viper out there not seeing. That's unfortunate, man. Unfortunate for Steve. Steve was doing a great job. I do like that I do like that Skittles truck. I really do. Let's see. Let's head on over to him. We're going to talk to him. Ryan Wendt gets the victory here tonight and goes to show that my fuel strategy just works. Tell me about it, brother.
Man, I coming into this, I told myself, I'm like, hey, I'm going to commit to the top line. And I'm not leaving it. I don't care how the race goes. I'm going to stick to it. And I know it's super fast up there, and it paid off, you know.
And so one of the things that I talked about the most in this track is being able to run the bottom side, but you only run it for about 10 laps. Once you do that, you need to commit to the middle second lane or the high lane. This is the one track that I know the best. And when I saw you coming on 70 and I saw you save, you drop back to about 13th or 14th. I was like, there's a chance that you're going to be just fine. You're going to, green flag happens somewhere around the 72 to 73 mark. You only need to go 48 laps, save a little bit, make sure that you can make it, and that's what we saw out of this one today.
Yeah, I was believe it or not, when I when I crossed the start finish line, I had .1 in the tank. I mean, that's it. That's all. I mean, I saved right to the breaking point. If there would have been a yellow, and nobody else would have went in, I would have had fresh tires and everything. But I don't think in 3 laps I could have got to the front. So I was fortunate that it finally went green, and I was keeping an eye on Roberts because I knew he was going to push that truck to the limit, and I was like, all right. I just got to manage the gap, manage the gap, manage the gap. Keep him like 10 seconds behind. I got this. So it was nerve wracking for sure.
All fuel strategy races are nerve wracking, and we saw it happen tonight, man. That was a ton of fun to watch. It really was. I mean, I look at Greg Langford. He was kind of right there on that same strategy. He finished his third, so there was not much out of that couldn't have gone better for both of you. So that's a good finish for this one. Now you get to start at the tail end of the field next week.
Where are we going next week?
I don't even know. Hold on.
I mean, if it's like Talladega, I'm good with
that. No, Mid Ohio, it's a road course, so it's fine.
Oh, yeah, no, I won't embarrass myself on the broadcast. You'll be focused on everybody up front,
Nah, we're good. No. Not in this league. We focus throughout the field. Yeah, no. This one is going to be on track with everybody else. So, kind of the way it works. But the chicken truck got a victory here at my home track and Jess's home track. Jess was out there watching Root Young. So was Churchy and a whole lot of people. Fantastic race, man. Give you shout outs.
Hey, man. Shout out first and foremost, Heart to Heart. I mean, I can't. Obviously, this wouldn't be possible without them, their admin team. All their sponsors. Allen Tillery Auto, Steak and Shake. Was it C&O Carpets? I can't keep track of all their of everybody's sponsors all the time. Obviously, the paint scheme from you and your wife. Shout out to you, Jess. Appreciate the paint scheme. I'm glad I could put in victory lane on Jason's broadcast. Second win under your broadcast, so I'm super excited about that. I got to give a shout out to Mitzi and John Solano down here. They're always rooting me on in the park, so it's awesome to get a win right in front of them. And shout out to all my boys over at Chop Shop. And that's about it. My wife, obviously.
Yeah, you got to thank the smoking hot wife. That's how that goes, and you don't know what to do with your hands afterwards.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be doing this if I didn't thank her. I'd be 6 feet under probably.
She would look at you and be like, "No, you're done. Yeah, bye. See you later."
She didn't even look at me when I was psychotic for spending as much money as I did on this hobby. So I mean, kudos to her.
She believes in the hobby, which is good because I love it when she gets out there and chat because then I know that she's committed to the race that you're running that day, which is cool. Which with any spouse out there, that's it's a cool thing to be able to be a part of. So, Ryan, much love, man. We'll see you the rest of the week. The races just get busier from here.
Yes, sir. You have a good night.
That is your race winner, Ryan. The Flying went. The Flying Ryan went. Yeah, that's how it goes. Stop to the nicest Canadian you're ever going to meet, Chris Roberge, coming home P number 2 after trying to do his best to get himself moving forward. Ain't nothing wrong with what you had going on. Ain't no mountain high enough, though, right? Because you needed just a touch more, and you needed Ryan to make a mistake. What a race you had tonight.
Yeah, it was a good race. I got in a little tough spot a couple times there, but brought back up. I talked to our guys there, say I'm fitting a little, went to shortcut them just in case. So we did. Like we pitted at like 24. Someone pitted 25. Double try to pit a little earlier to save more fuel and hold off for some areas, but something happened there. And then I just trying to catch up to Ryan to burn his stuff, his fuel, because he said he saw me coming up pretty quick, and he just trying to save much as he can. But second place is good enough for me. It's a good place for me.
It's not bad. You had to start from the tail end, so go to the back to the front. You qualified third. drop to the tail of the field at a track like Kansas. Maybe not a bad idea, because then you really get to save the most by kind of starting there toward the back.
Yeah. I did save a teeny bit, but not much. I try and get up there as quick as I could, try and lead a couple of points. Just to lead a point just by leading a lap, just to keep my points up ahead. So this will help too a bit more. Just hopefully next week will be okay for me for the road course.
Oh, it's Mid Ohio. Mid Ohio's fun. As long as you guys aren't running 120 laps, we're good.
No. That'd be too crazy.
That would be a 5-hour broadcast for me. That's probably a no. Hopefully it's just 40 laps like most road courses. Mid Ohio's a good race course though, especially for these trucks. The trucks do well there. There's a good setup for it. The trucks will be free. You don't want to touch the grass. All the things that you see at Mid Ohio and the actual NASCAR Truck Series, you don't want to see it, and you don't want to see that next week. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. Roberge, the Roby, how is the missus?
My miss is doing really well.
That's fine.
And the other, the Hawkins are doing good. The little guy is doing good. He's enjoying. They're all enjoying life.
Good. That's the whole we have a second family up there in the Canadian area. I am the surrogate uncle of Frank, and one day Frank and I are we're all gonna meet. We're all gonna have to do something to get everybody together. I know Chris has his because Chris went to Athens. He's got his passport. You have it renewed, right? You've renewed it recently.
No, they're only good for 10 years. So 2015, I think it was the last time I had to use it, and that was it.
Well, you know what? They're only good for 10 years. Wow, no, that's 9 years ago plus when you had to get it. So you know what? You could renew it, and you'd be fine. And we could all get everybody together and fly Chris down here to the Lake of the Ozarks with all the Hogan family. That'd be kind of fun.
Or it'd be all cool, all come up in Canada.
To take a couple of thousand of you guys that I know to send everybody to Canada would be a lot harder than bringing a couple of people. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get I'm trying to get everybody together. So I'm trying. I want to those who make an impact in my life on the simulator. We want to make sure that they're all involved. So I don't know. Those are plans. Maybe if TwitchCon goes to Canada, that might be a thing. Because they've been to Vancouver before.
Oh, anything could happen.
Anything can happen. We all just go to Vegas and call it a day. All right, brother, give shout outs, man. You get a P2 finish tonight.
Yeah, big shout out to Century Esports here for broadcasting here. Thank you very much, and thanks for and just too for keeping tabs on everybody too. Thanks for that, all that. Big thanks for the heart for having us and bring this league up together and as a big family here. And a big shout out for the top guys here for cheering us on. Including Ryan there for the win there. And everybody else, big shout out to my wife and the Hogans and Frank.
That's right.
And another thing too is our owner of our buildings is cheering me on, Josh and Jennifer.
Much love. All right, Josh, Jennifer, much love. All right, everybody. That's Roberge. He's the nicest guy you're gonna meet. So make sure you show some love for that guy. Okay. Put some big W's in chat for him. Oh, I see what's happening. About 4.5 hours from Mid Ohio. Nice. Roberge gets the P2. You gotta. Oh, where's Greg? Greg had to go. No, where's Greg? Greg. I gotta pull Greg down. Greg. There he is. There's Greg. P3 tonight. Look at you saving fuel. You save fuel just like a pro, too.
Yeah, I saw that last caution. It was going to be close, so I can't beat these guys on speed. I got to just outsmart them.
You've done it a couple of times in this series. You've got wins that way, too. a good night for you though. I mean, this truck was. I said it early. It's going to be long haul. Oh, no, I gotta play something for there it is. There you go. There you go, Dove. That's just for you. So there it is. Sorry, Greg. They're trying to play sound alerts on our stream, but I wanted to make sure that the 2319 worked correctly because that's actually Jess's. So Jess gets to use it. Anyway, Greg, P3, man, you talk about speed, though. You've got tracks out there that you show comfort at. Tonight, you were comfortable here.
I guess I just really don't like these 1.5 miles. I don't have the corner speed that everybody has, but I'm not that send it kind of person. I'd rather drag it out and see how well the tires hold up. And with them quick early cautions, nobody could really tell, and everybody was on different pit strategies. But luckily, the tires held in there, and I mean, I had to give up a spot to Chris for fuel mileage reasons. I was only like half a lap from making it, so I needed to make sure I could make it.
One of the things I said, 45 to 48 laps. If you save, you can make it 50. This is my track, man. This is my hometown track. It's one of those tracks that if it's close to you, you know it. And the best thing about this track is that nighttime burns more fuel than the daytime because of the cooler track temperatures, because of how much grip is there.
Yeah, I mean, they all look the same on paper, but every time you get to one, I mean, this is just like Las Vegas, but it's not. And you gotta, I don't know, I just need to get better. All the practice in the world doesn't seem to help me here. I'm a short track guy or take my chances on the super speedways, and that's always just a roll of the dice.
Well, if anybody needs help on this track, I got you in Chicagoland. That's my two best tracks. So outside of that, Darlington. I do like Darlington.
I hate Darlington too. Same. I love Dover.
Dover's fun. Dover's fun. I like Dover. Dover's good in the trucks too. It becomes multi-groove if you can manage your tires. You can pass on the outside lane. Yeah, no, there's some good tracks. I like Dover. I do like Bristol. I don't like tracks like Richmond. I don't like tracks like. I hate Martinsville. Can't stand that track. I like Martinsville in NASCAR. I like Martinsville as the track. I don't like Martinsville in iRacing. Just the way it goes.
Yeah, everybody has their space, but I like Martinsville, North Wilkesboro, Bristol, even South Boston. Give me all them short tracks and we'll go at it. But, you know, I don't know how to get around these big, wide circles.
I'll give the trick of the trade from calling races, and this will be advice to everybody out there. If you can run the track high and it'll negotiate and navigate depending on where everybody else runs, you're going to start low, work your way high. But one thing that you want to do with every track is you want to try to treat every corner like it's a downhill and uphill. Because when you turn into the corner, you're technically turning downhill into a corner. The straighter that you can drive downhill into the corner and apex corner, just like you see on a road course, is the fastest way around the racetrack. And the more you do there, the more consistent you'll be. That comes from just calling races, seeing who's faster, seeing it just from the top split to the bottom. Seeing everybody run. When I watch these 7,000, 8,000, 9,000, 10,000 I-rated drivers run. That's the biggest advice they could ever give anybody is working your line. Race the track, don't race the drivers.
Yeah, I tried following Ryan around there on the high side, but he was running a really high line, and that just was a little sketchy up there. It seemed a much bumpier, but the middle to high groove wasn't bad, just enough to get my nose down.
That's where I run second. So I split my tires between the second lane and the third lane. So when I run the corner, I will run that center, that little dotted line around the track. I try to make sure that's in the center of my truck when I run this track. So,
well, appreciate the advice. We'll give it a shot at the next one.
Also, steering ratio is very important at this racetrack. If you're running that high side, high steering ratio. It's big, 14-1, 16-1. You could do that here at this track and get away with it, save tire. But yeah, those that's just not from me. That's just from if you're trying to run that, if you're trying to rip the wall, folks, you can't do it with a 10-1. You're going to be, or 12-1. You're going to be just too jerky. And that wall, especially if you get in the brakes, you just don't have enough time to correct it to keep it straight into the wall. It'll do more damage that way. So, but
yeah, I was definitely running 10-1, so maybe that's why I didn't like it so high.
Oh yeah, no, it's 10-1 runs low. So I tell people if you want good qualifying times, run a smaller steering ratio, 8-1, 10-1. Turn it into the corner. Just drive with as much speed into the corner as you can. Carry out because you're going to be free. You're going to be loose. It's going to carry a lot of speed for a couple of laps, and after that, it's literally going to burn off your right front or your right rear, depending on how loose you set it up. But Greg, this was fun, man. Good to see you out there. I still love your truck. Pink Floyd, man.
Yeah, I thought about changing it a couple of times, but I really love this paint, and everybody knows who it is when they see me, so they can either get out of the way or just look out for me because I might wreck them.
Well, I mean, if you change it, just change it to a different album. That's it. I'll know who you are.
I've got a few albums on here, so.
We got Prism. You got Another Brick in the Wall.
I got Bound the Back is Wish You Were Here.
Maybe
Dark Side, The Wall.
Maybe just do.
Put a pig on there for some animals.
There you go. Yeah. Don't change it. I like it.
I'm keeping it.
You'll be a Roberge. So Roberge used to run Vancouver Canucks, right, on every truck, and then he switched it up to Monster, and it threw me off. I've been calling races for almost 5 years on iRacing, and that for the 3.5, almost 4 years, the man ran Vancouver. And then one day he throws on Monster, and I'm like, and starts driving a Chevy instead of a Ford, and I'm like, what in the world is going on? Roberge became Team Chevy. What? So.
Yeah, you got a tough job up there picking people out.
Well, it's not that tough. Sometimes I just have to read the names. Sometimes it's tough to read the names, but I do pay attention.
You do an awesome job, man.
I pay attention to what people run because it makes a difference, and it really does. Because if you watch some of the other broadcasters that are out there, and they're just sitting here calling a race, and it's not really. I don't know. We try to make it personal. But you make it personal,
you do an awesome job, man, so appreciate it.
Tell them about C&L Carpets because I keep telling people about it, but you're the man behind the scenes.
Yep, C&L Carpets, I really got to thank them this week. They put a new motor under my hood, so I should be able to finish off the rest of the season pretty strong, I hope. Alan Tillery Auto and Steak and Shake are also good people. If you got a chance, give them a shout.
Boy, I like it. Greg, much love to you, man. Congratulations. Thank you for jumping back down so we could make sure we have this conversation with you.
I appreciate it, Jason.
P3 tonight for Greg. I'm going to throw you back up with the guys. And he comes home and does a phenomenal job. We appreciate Greg. We appreciate all the drivers. Appreciate everybody being out there. This series becomes better and better each and every week. Twitch, we're going to raid you out. Thank you to Alan Tillery. Thank you to Steak and Shake. Thank you to C&L Carpets. And, of course, thank you to Buchanan Resort, the finest resort outside of the Lake of the Ozarks that Jess and I want to go see. We're going to raid you out. We're going to send you over to some fine folks. Make sure if you haven't subscribed to our channel on YouTube, do so. Make sure you also follow us on Twitch and on Facebook. Follow us on TikTok. And, of course, join the Discord if you want to have some fun. We're going to send you over to I don't know. He's driving VR. iTuckles. That's who we're sending you over to. Saturday night, iRacing. iTuckles. He's away from his desk. Go to the next channel. Let's see who it is. No. Crazy Dave Gaming. This one is intended for certain audiences. I don't know. We'll go this way. Iowa Scotsman. How about the Iowa Scotsman? We're going to send you over. He's racing in VR. He's racing in iRacing. He's doing a little road racing. We're sending you over. Much love. Be good. Be safe. Be kind. That's the most important factor. Please, and as always, make sure that you take care of each other, because I'm going to tell you, that's the biggest thing that you could ever ask for. So thank you so much to everybody for watching out there on Twitch and, of course, YouTube and Facebook. Be good. See you in the next one. Much love, Budgie.